I think it is a truism to say that if you're a publicly quoted company and you have a lot of heavy lifting to do, that is immensely challenging because of that, that requirement to perform quarter by quarter. Perhaps less prevalent at this moment in time, but still nevertheless out there. You've got the additional factor of activist shareholders who are also probing and running their rules over every publicly quoted company, as are many private equities.
I'm not sure the stakeholder group or the shareholders are becoming more pressured, but what I would say is that they are changing. So what we've seen particularly in our sector, so in the oil and gas sector, the pools of capital are shrinking. We have more generalist investors, ones that aren't necessarily looking at long-term holds. So the amount of long-only hold investors that we have in our shareholder register is definitely reducing.
So if I think about the ESG agenda in particular and sustainability, I think there has been a little bit of a slowdown in what we're doing and the progress that we're making, and part of the reason of that is it's just not yielding and returning enough shareholder value that would be expected in the short term from possibly other strategies.
I don't think short-term goals are ever going to go away. They're going to be a fact of life, and I think what we need to do is to be able to give that long-term view backed up with scenario planning and with data. So yes, I can see there will be an increasing pressure to see demand, see returns coming in right now. But if we can articulate and present a future which is far more strategic, which is backed up by evidence-based planning and data, I think there is more opportunity to convince shareholders that today we need to look forwards to tomorrow.
I would say that the next phase of private equity, or private investment, will rely much more on value creation and driving value in businesses, for one simple reason, that the decade or so of almost free money, it seems to me and many others, is unlikely to return. And therefore the expansion in multiples, you just buy a business and up went the PE ratio, and then you could sell it at a multiple higher than you bought it for, are behind us. So a lot of the go-forward challenge, and certainly we're hearing this from a lot of our clients, is the need for a long-term value creation plan.
For me, ESG is core to that. It is clearly something in terms of the net zero transition and nature protection and climate change that we all need to address. It is the business of the future, and therefore getting that balance right and your shareholder base understanding why you think this is a long-term opportunity as well as managing the risk is key to getting that buy-in that then I think enables you to take more short-term decisions that maybe you will sacrifice a bit of yield because that conviction on the long term is so strong that you can articulate why it's an opportunity.